What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on LeBron James. And every time LeBron James go out and you see how the Lakers perform without LeBron James, it just becomes more and more obvious that the Lakers, they're going to have to move on from LeBron James. Now, I was thinking that if LeBron James played the rest of the season without missing any time, then that would have worked better for him because every time LeBron James go out, you see how Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic look when LeBron James is not in there, and that don't help LeBron James' case. Like if LeBron James wanted to come back to the Lakers, which I think, in my opinion, I think LeBron James wants to come back to the Lakers. I think that he will. I think he's going to give up some money to come back to the Lakers because retiring as a Laker is looks better for his LeBron James legacy. So now, with that being said, whenever he missed time and people get an opportunity to see the rest of the team and how they play without LeBron James, that really don't make his case. You know, anytime you have what's the guy name on Get Up in the Morning, like Mike Greenberg, and him and the guy Wemby was talking about how the Lakers look without LeBron James in there, man. And it's just obvious that like LeBron James is the one who throws that team chemistry off. And with him throwing that team chemistry off, it just makes it, like I said, it just makes it look like LeBron James shouldn't be there next year. Um And so now the guy Scat, he was talking about it also on his podcast. And what I want to do is I want to play the audio from that podcast. And and before I play the audio, even with that being said, because I think LeBron James has some type of hold on the league because things seem to go to like they go against like what appears to be the obvious. Like obviously you wouldn't want to play LeBron James all those minutes that he's playing because like he's not helping the team, right? But they got him out there. A lot of things that seem obvious to everybody. But LeBron James, I don't know what kind of hold he has on the league, on people around the league, but he just have a lot of pull. So LeBron James may still get to stay with the Lakers and retire with the Lakers. But with that being said, let me play what Scat had to say about LeBron James being out recently, and I want to come back and give some of my input.
Well, lost in all of the news percolating around Bam Adebayo, the Miami Heat organization, and the basketball atrocity they committed earlier this week is the torrent run by the LA Lakers. Yes, the Lake Show have been on fire as of late, and of course, it is all thanks to LeBron James not playing, that is. Something I have been calling all year long. Hell, really, since last year when he posted a minus 54 for the season. And seriously, think about that for a second. A team in the Lakers last year that went 50-32 for the season and finished as the 3 seed in the Western Conference were minus 54 on the year when LeBron James was on the floor. So this really isn't anything new this year. It is a running storyline that has carried over with the LA Lakers from last season. The storyline being, of course, LeBron James trashing the LA Lakers and making them worse. So yeah, it came as little surprise when the Lakers were quick out of the gate, looking like title contenders in the roughly 3 weeks while LeBron James was nursing that sore sciatica. And then since he's been back, he has absolutely destroyed this team, and they look terrible, like absolute non-contenders who can't compete with any of the elite upper echelon teams in the NBA. And of course, the main victim has been Austin Reeves. James has really tanked his game. Reeves, of course, was on fire early to start the year without LeBron James, and he just hasn't been the same since. But luckily for LA, LeBron James has decided to take a little hiatus here. He is load managing a fake elbow injury that he got while flopping during the Denver Nuggets' recent loss. Yes, the Nuggets.
All right, so let me just say this too, right? If I'm Austin Reeves, or if I'm anybody on this team, Luka, Austin, and even a coach, and I know that LeBron James is holding us back, like he's the reason why we're not winning, I'm pissed, and whenever, like, especially for somebody like Austin Reeves, whenever my contract come up, man, I can't really see, I don't see how he can trust an organization like that puts LeBron James ahead of the team the way they do, or would even sacrifice the team the way that they do, and allow them to lose, And so, yeah, I wouldn't trust that team, that organization.
Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, who have owned LeBron James for several years now, beat them again a few days ago, a game where LeBron was up to his typical act of tanking the Lakers. He was minus 10 in that game. But late in the fourth quarter, LeBron, throwing himself to the floor during some egregious flop, was then gyrating and flailing around the court and rolled his elbow over a cameraman's shoe. James would leave the game momentarily for about 2.5 game minutes before ultimately checking back in and helping the Lakers lose that one by 7. And the loss dropped the Lakers to 4-12 on the season against those elite upper echelon teams, those ones that have a 60% win percentage or better. But James has sat out for 3 games now in a row since that loss, and the Lake Show are now 3-0 in those 3 games without His Highness. Now, look, the first game was against the Indiana Pacers, who absolutely stink, so who really cares about that game? But the second 2 games were against elite upper echelon teams in the New York Knicks and the Minnesota Timberwolves, 2 teams that had been rolling previously before coming up against the LeBron-less Lakers. And these are 2 teams that coincidentally have 60% win percentages on the season. Again, the Lakers, I said, were 4-12 on the year, but they actually started the season 3-0 in the first 2 weeks of the season against those upper echelon teams without LeBron James. Then,
see, so the common theme and the common pattern is the fact that whenever LeBron James is not in there, you see better effort from everybody on the team, including, you get Luka, Austin Reeves, even the guy, what's the big guy name? DeAndre Ayton, Roy Hachimura, like all of those guys, man. And then Marcus Smart, his defense, because when you watch him play defense, you watch Marcus Smart play defense, and the rest of the Lakers are out there, or LeBron is out there, some things that he typically do as far as like his defense is not up to that level. It seems like LeBron James, for some reason, brings Marcus Smart defensive intensity down. And I guess, because defense take a lot of, as like to play tough defense, that takes a lot of like want to and passion and stuff like that, right? So if you're not feeling it, if you feel like you're not getting that effort from everybody on the team, then it's going to affect you. Then you're not going to play up to that level. And I think that is what happens with Marcus Smart. Like, he's not going to play up to the level that people defensively, like what they're used to seeing him. But as soon as LeBron James is not in there, everybody on the team just, their chemistry is better.
When James returned after that sciatica injury, the Lakers went 1-12 over their next 13 games against teams with a 60% win percentage. So 3-0 without LeBron to start, 1-12 with LeBron since, and now in the last 2 games against the Knicks and Timberwolves, teams with 60% win percentages, the Lakers have not merely beaten those teams without LeBron James, they have annihilated them. blown them off the court. Of course, in the game against the Knicks, the Lakers never trailed. They led by as many as 23 points in that game, and they cruised to an easy 110-97 game behind their defense. Well, their defense, which looked great, of course, that and Luka Doncic, who looked great, as did Austin Reeves now with his newfound freedom without the cancer destroying his game. And yes, the Lake Show followed up that big win against the Knicks with another big win, another dominating win against the Minnesota Timberwolves in their last game out. And the Timberwolves, again, had been rolling. They have the fourth-rated offense in the NBA coming into that game, and yet the Lake Show clamped them down with their defense, holding the Timberwolves to just 68 points through the end of the third quarter before garbage time ensued in the fourth. And again, in this game,
all right, so and think about this. LeBron James, I think he do himself a disservice because now if he want to stay with the Lakers beyond this year, he is going to, like, the team can use this type of performance. They can use this to as leverage against LeBron James and point out to LeBron James, say, look, man, we don't feel right paying you this, the rest of this $52 million or whatever else they owe him. Because whenever the team is in there, I mean, whenever, you're in there, the team is not as good. And I know that LeBron James, he probably selfish and don't care, but that's still, you still give leverage to, to the organization when you see how the team performs when LeBron James in there. And so when it's time to negotiate, I think that the team will have more leverage because, the team looks good without LeBron James. And so that's my take on it. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.